Want hunting tips on him, he's your man. He's been with the Blacktails for a while now. If they're on the move, it's not only a problem for Hope. It might mean worrying changes for other parts of the reserve.
Not entirely sure where this is all gonna line up with the time-wise, but there's been a bit of a break in between. I don't know if this is gonna be another episode or not. We'll see what happens with the editing. Probably. So what are we doing? What am I doing? Who am I? Where are we? We got some random quests there. Let's see, what do we got? ID tracks from different bears. Okay, that's a side mission, thank goodness, because that's probably not going to happen soon. So we need to find 3 different bear tracks of some form. I'm not entirely sure where I was finding bear tracks before. Around. I did not get out to the lookout point. Ooh, that's a long walk. Well, let's head this way, see if we can find some bear tracks and possibly discover a couple more points of interest on the way. That sounds like a reasonable idea. Not my worst.
You know, I spotted some tracks earlier, close to where you're at right now. I'll send the coordinates.
I'm assuming those highlighted ones there. But unless I really don't know what I'm talking about, that doesn't make me feel like bear tracks. It's a bit unfortunate. What do we got here? Blacktail. Trotting along. Resting zone. From midnight to 4 a.m. So probably not that terribly close to here anymore then. Yeah, I feel like we're pretty far outside the resting time. Yeah. So they would have left here a few hours ago. Is he like, does he want me to follow this? Is that a thing that's going on, or is he just like... Yeah, that was just like a look at sort of thing, I guess. More tutorial type things coming a touch later on than possibly should have. Something in my gut tells me I'm like staring right at one. Maybe it's just my paranoia. It was just my paranoia. Belmont Lake. Have I been around here before? Maybe. It's... Possibly. Wasn't this, this might have been where I was tracking down those deer that time. So what's over here? Is it just like a generalized marker, or is there actually something? There is an actual something here of some kind. If there is anything up around here, it's probably already smelt me and run away. It's another one of those, like, Yo, geez, I don't remember what they were called now, actually. One of them stack rock things with a note. God, what did they call these? Don't remember. Survival list. Cutting tool, cover, flint and steel, rope, container, awareness, and curiosity. Yeah, that sounds like a very important survival list, actually. I would not underestimate the usage of any of those. Definitely not underestimate how dangerous curiosity can be. And there is a reason that we have a saying about curiosity. I can never quite remember what calls do I have? What are these? Do they even, like, really work? Oh, no. Deer, roe deer, predator, collar. There's not too many predators around here, is there? So I would want just, like, this bad boy. And I guess the hope would be that there's some lurking around about out this way somewhere. And one experience I have had, they like to be in the tall grass out there. So half the time, I get pretty close, but I never see them at all. And I end up scaring them. Because I look through kind of like that and I don't see anything and just assume. Huh. You know what they say about assuming. So I end up blowing the cover. Like every time. And the deer ends up rushing by me. Because I've startled it. I guess this would help quite a bit if I'd really done hunting before IRL. To know a little better of things to look out for. Although I don't know if any of it really even applies in here. It's like, what I do understand of concepts is like looking for these sorts of trails where something's walked through. But I don't know how well those sorts of things really apply here. Where the video game logic starts to really take over and they throw out the realism. And I guess I wouldn't really entirely know at what point in time the realism was thoroughly broken. I'm also not entirely sure what is rain going to affect. What do the animals make of rain? How does that change behaviors? Does it even change behaviors in this game? Do they travel more or less in the rain? Is this when they'd be most likely to just hunker down for a while? Is this when I would want to, like, stake out some of the resting areas more? Or do they just not really care, none of their schedule changes, and it's just harder to see them through the rain? I wouldn't imagine a deer would care too much whether or not it's raining. Oh, can't go out today, it's raining. That'd be a little weird. No, maybe that is about what happened. So I'm seeing an incredible amount of, well, nothing. Not much. Movement in the trees. There is a blacktail behind me. I wonder if it heard or smelled. Can I make a deer call and, like, calm him down a bit? So he's about 100 yards away. gonna be like just through the trees. I'm gonna go this way to keep my smell a little more out of his path. My eyes keep playing tricks on me with the rocks and stuff. I see those little flashes of white and I'm, well, really just not sure if I'm seeing movement, animal movement, or just sliding terrain type movement. Ooh. I think I can like slide through here without making a huge racket. Where would he be? Thinking it's like somewhere around over there. I'm gonna do a wide loop here. And let's crawl under these branches so we don't bust them around too much. Snap a tree branch now, and it's definitely gonna be all over if he's anywhere close by at all. You think maybe he fleed right after? Fled. You think he decided to run like immediately after the warning call? And I just didn't get like a, it just happened so quick. 'Cause I feel like he'd be like right around up here. So I kind of feel like another call would have gone out by now. You know what I mean? Let's put out another call. There he is. I think the call worked. Oh, I see him, but it's such a not great shot. That looked pretty good. Let's see. Vital organ hit. I think this is his trail. Sure, where'd the rest of the trail go? Trail. Hello? Blood. Did he go this way? What? Oh, he did. Didn't go too far. Nice. Good. Well, look at that. Not too shabby at all. We got a silver out of it. $900 dues. Where did we manage? Yeah, just a little bit above the heart. Alright. I'm dialing it in. I have been all around the heart, but I at least haven't made everything I've shot suffer. That's a solid enough accomplishment for me. I guess we're probably not gonna find much around here now. Yeah, there we go. Hunting pressure. When an animal is harvested, hunting pressure is added to the surrounding area. Animals will avoid any area affected by hunting pressure. This weird purple blobby stuff. Jeez, he took me all the way out to the lake. I feel like I'm not really properly equipped for attempting to hunt a bear. He's still bleeding, but it's negligible. Well, we definitely got the coyote. I don't know about that fox. I don't think so. I have a strong feeling we missed him. Trying to track alongside answer children. Destroyed that shoulder in the lung, but nice. Our first coyote is a female. That's a little bit unfortunate, but I believe you're not supposed to kill females whilst hunting. I don't entirely know the rules and regulations around all of it. But my understanding is killing the females is naughty. Naughty, naughty, naughty. And it looks like, yeah, we missed the fox. Well, I'm gonna stand here for a minute and really, really hope that nothing bad happens. Alright. And I'm back. Doesn't look like anything decided to eat me. Nothing just wandered back in front of me. I don't think they're going to, now that the hunting pressure did things. And they're all gonna be all freaked out. I'm not entirely sure if I just need to be like within that orange boundary around Chila Lake, or if I need to be like at Chila Lake and kill a blacktail at night. Maybe just like within the zone range area is good enough. I sure hope so. This is the high lake. Wonder what they've been putting in that lake. And I'm also curious about some of these birds that fly around. Are they huntable, or is it just kind of like... God, I don't even know what birds you hunt. I've never... Bird hunting's definitely so far outside of my area of expertise, which isn't even an area of expertise. It's more like an area of super loose knowledge. Birds and duck hunting is so far outside of my area of loose knowledge. I do have more skill points. Oh. 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 Gosh, this is gonna go, spend 5, okay. So why don't we get one of those, and that, I still got 2 more points, so maybe... And 0 skill points available. Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I had 2, not 4. I'm reading the wrong things. Alright. Well, that's good stuff. I think. We are well on our way. Oh yeah, I do kind of remember this now. I found some tracks, and I followed them around here, but I couldn't find any deer of any kind. I guess they were not thirsty when I walked through. What do we have here? Blacktail. It does seem like the blacktail are the big thing around this lake. I would assume that's why it wants me to shoot one at night. Oh. It's a rusting zone. Eating. My bad. They eat here in the morning. Oh, pretty please, I don't want to jump. Yeah, I mean, if there was, they would have started hissing and making noise and stuff by now. It's 4 to 8 that they eat here. We're actually, yeah, it's just a couple hours outside of that time. So they would have been eating here just a couple hours ago. And then where? Did they go get water after? The footprints are leading over towards the water, aren't they? They walk down to the feed zone. And then what, through here? Roundabouts? And I feel like that kind of makes sense to me. Get something to eat and then go wash it down? Or would they have done that first, as soon as they wake up? Then what, go up on the mountain and perform mating calls? Wink wink nudge nudge. It did kind of seem like the footprints went up the mountain. Would that be how they cross? Climb up over it all? And down to the water? Shit. 100, so they're actually... Yeah, I was coming up on them. They did probably come down here to get a drink. There's another outpost thing over there. Lookout tower type deal. So are they blacktail usually like solitary? So I feel like every time I've seen them, it's just been the one by himself. I'm getting the feeling I scared him off pretty good. I don't think any amount of these deer calls is going to make up for it now. That's unfortunate. Very big sad. What are the possibilities of getting one to come out from there? Oh, that's a pretty nice car. I almost hoped that one came through. This is one of the perks of living next to the highway. Not all the cars are trash. Some of them are pretty cool. Especially during the tourist season when they all start showing up in their Aston Martins and Lamborghinis and McLarens and other cars that you probably shouldn't be driving around on roads that are this terrible. For real. Bro. For real. It's a warning call. I feel like it's pretty unlikely for him to have seen me. But he's gonna be like right over this hill. I'm listening so carefully. I feel like I'm hearing more than my own footsteps around me. Oh, shit. That's a female, but she's... Fuck! Damn it! I was gonna say it's just a female, but they're still worth cash. Still a viable, valid hunt in here. Still would have helped very well. Alright. That's a real big sad. She got up pretty close, too. And that time it took for me to second guess whether or not to shoot a female was the time she needed to run away. I think I should probably not worry so much about that sort of thing in here. Or I'm gonna have quite a few more missed shots like that. It's gonna be really awkward and weird getting up to him up there. I think this is the deer call I would want to use. Wait, he's an elk though. Yeah, God. Here comes my ignorance showing through again. An elk and a deer are not the same thing, are they? This deer call is not going to work on an elk, right? He's still letting out mating calls from very close, so I guess that's a pretty good sign in a way. but I'm not seeing him. It feels like he should be like right there. I feel like I should be looking at him right now. I might be. And I'm just too blind and foolish to understand what I'm looking at. That's also extremely possible. Oh, and he's so close too. I'm gonna have to be extremely careful. 30 to 40. He's so close. Alright, let's crawl. Let's not blow this. He is so close that he's gonna hear, like, just about anything. I just went through that rock. Okay. That is definitely quieter than trying to climb over them. I am a superhero. Man, it's like right there. He is like right here, but I still don't see him. This is gonna be such an awkward shot from like 10, 20 feet away. Is that his poopies? That's a good one. Let's... right. Prayer. Prayer. I think we got them both. There's a third one. Vital organ hit on that one. I might have missed the other one. There's a blood trail of the other one, but... I'm friggin' astonished. I was pretty close. It said we hit a vital organ. I didn't think... they'd still be going that far, man. I get the feeling I just missed them both again, too. That was a really long shot for aiming right at them. Fuck, what am I doing? I know better than that. Kind of. Let's see. For God's sake. Yep. It's just another bullet at it that is just ruining its day. Yeah. Really? Really, really? How did that first shot not... how did it not do it, man? I'm so very disappointed in myself right now. Alright, let's go back to the outpost like we were originally doing anyway. I guess I get the second one. I don't feel like I had a great angle on it, but that first one... I'm pretty sure I caught like all along. That was definitely... should have been a good one. I feel. Unless I did that thing again and twitched at the last moment. I guess it will be very obvious in the recording. No, it did say a vital organ hit. So this is a roundabouts where I was just at. It's a feeding area for the Roosevelt elks. So what if I hang out up here for a day? I would see some. It's a nice little campfire area. Well, I guess we should do the thing up here. Yeah, just shooting, it seems, is good enough to add hunting pressure to the area. I think she is all alone. I think she just dropped right over there. I'm not entirely sure what the difference was in the placement. Maybe I was a little further over to the right that time? It says vital organ hit now. Maybe I was just too far to the left. I feel like I was aiming a little exaggeratedly to the left on that last one. I might have just, like, hit the shoulder. Totally missed lung and heart. Not this time. It's a female, so, you know, kind of unfortunate. Yeah, so, I aimed way too far left on the last one and just totally missed lung and heart. It ended up just being like a shoulder shot then. That's unfortunate.
Wow, these are some strong gusts today. I'll have to speak up, or you won't hear me.
Welp. It's a little extra cash in our pocket, I suppose. Here's some pretty nice little cabins. Chila Hiking Village is the main outpost for hikers in the area. Many hiking and hunting excursions kick off from here. During the summers, the outpost's convenience store is open for business. This would be a pretty nice place to stay. Mount Leviathan. That sounds really cool. Maybe there's a couple of them, and we only scared one? It's kind of wishful thinking, isn't it? I didn't pay enough attention to how far out it said. It was like 70 or so. I'm getting the feeling they split. Alright then, we'll park it here for a moment. Banana nut muffins. They're the best of muffins. You know, a lot of these sounds, I can't tell if they're coming from my character turning. Although some... Hi there. Say, some of them have just been the animal directly in my face. No way. No freaking way, man. Are you for real? Oh, she was right there. 3 feet away. I could have pet her. You're joking. I am such a bad shot. I'm so sorry, you people all have to witness this. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put this up in the public eye. But goddamn. I seriously, really actually seriously honestly missed the vitals? Didn't even catch a lung from that range? Well, goddamn. That's not quite what I wanted, but... So wait, 5. Hold on a second. Which have I been using? What am I using? Road. Yeah, so, okay. I've been using them correctly-ish for the appropriate things. Kind of. That deer is long fucking gone now. If it's got any common sense. It's gone. G-A-W-N. Gone. He heard me all the way across the river. He heard me walking from across the lake, not a river. It is continuing fleeing, allegedly. 140 yards away. Let's see. Yeah, baby. I still got it in there. I just had to waste a shot for getting range. I used to love snipers and stuff like Battlefield. And that old school Sniper Elite game. You know, it was kind of wacky. A 2-mile-an-hour shift in wind would budge the bullet like 30 feet across a 50-foot to 100-foot shot. That's a bit much. Yeah, right through both lungs. Nice. Still got it. That's a warning call. You think maybe I can get him to come say hello? Hello? Please? Hello, please? That's just some other branches moving around. I really don't want to go in there trying to find him. It's going to be such a nightmarish headache. I feel like it'd be so much better off getting him to come out here. 80 to 100. He's close. I am assuming genders. They are close. It. Where is this it? That's only 40. Bananas. I'd really prefer to get it to come out here. Try to get a clearer shot. Especially if I start going in there trying to find it. I'm gonna make so much noise. It'll end up hearing me and running away long before I find him and get a good shot. $50 to $70. He is getting closer. He's gotta be like right there. This guy has gotta be so close. Just 50 yards. Roughly. Am I really just like being this blind? I guess that should not be ruled out as a possibility, huh? I mean, like, I've got to be in range that it... Right? It must hear this. Am I using the wrong one? Roe deer, but it's like blacktail bucks nearby. This is playing nearby bucks into the red deer, do. I don't know, honestly. Let's see if it does. It's just a warning call again. I really didn't like it. Oh. Turn around. Turn around. Come back. Taking a look. Stand up, run, go! No goddamn way. Really? I'm not understanding. What I'm doing wrong here. I'm a terrible hunter. I am very disappointed in myself now. I feel like my wounded animals is starting to outstrip my actual confirmed trophies. And I don't think that is something that you ever want to say as a hunter. I feel like that's not a very good sign. I feel like it's probably a good thing I'm only doing it in a video game instead of equally this poorly in real life. Yeah. And I think if there is anything up over there, they're going to be on the run from me now. Alright, let's... circle around this way and then loop around, hook over westwards. And go like a northwesterly direction. White-tailed jackrabbits sleep here from 10 to 2. What time is it? I seem to keep coming across these just after they actually use them. Very old, so they haven't been here in a bit. If I was a little jackrabbit, what would I be doing? Oh, look at that, another set of black bear tracks. Should only need another one then. 160, 230 yards away. I'm making a lot of noise up here, even crouching. All these rocks. It seems like the frontal shots really don't work that great. Definitely want to try to catch them from the side. It's gonna be another one, isn't it? I am starting to wonder if I have bugged out my game or something somehow. Am I really just that bad of a shot? Really? For like really real? Honestly? That wasn't in the lung? Really? Are you positive about that? Can I, like, ask for a recount on that, maybe? Oh, goddamn. I'm so disappointed with myself right now. I might end up having to, like, cut together a large amount of episodes for something to actually happen that's productive. Or is this just going to be a super cut of some story stuff and a ton of missed shots? A lot of missed shots, some wasted time, and disappointing decisions. Another female. Already a little bit closer. If we can just get a bit closer, get that nice side on, deep penetrating lung shot. We'll be on to something. You're fucking kidding me. You're absolutely joking. I am... It's just... I gotta be just a terrible fucking shot. Well... I feel like I have now basically wasted all of the time that I had for tonight. Yep, I have thoroughly wasted all of the time that I had for tonight. Well, thank you so much for joining me for it. Hopefully in the next one, I can start to make some better choices. Or at least learn a little bit in the in-between times. Which I might take myself back through a little bit of a school. This is just, like, embarrassing. I am embarrassed and ashamed at the same time. You know, maybe it's a good thing I never got my hunting license. I think I did many animals a great service through that inaction. Well, anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Hope I see you in the next one. Take care, everybody.